and good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Army Cycling eRacing Championship 2025. I am your host tonight, Kevin Ozzy Osborne, back from a little sabbatical away on a lovely warm exercise down the south end of England, and now I'm back to commentate on the Army Racing Championship. If you're watching live, please drop a comment, say hello, tell us if you're suffering tonight or if you're just watching for some fun Army cycling action. Just let us know in chat and we'll get the conversation flowing. But just to give you kind of idea of what is happening today then. So we have, like I said, the Army Cycling Racing Championship. It consists of 3 races, all kind of with the idea of about less than 30 minutes in between each race. So the idea is that the riders get out, have a bit of fun, do a bit of suffering, and then we announce the winner over the 3 stages. Let's just see if I can bring up the kind of ideas just so you can see some of the graphics. So yeah, first race then is an individual time trial. Okay, so no drafts. Riders will ride out around about 13 kilometers along the Mercury Madness course. Once they've done that, they will then go into a crit style race with 4 laps around the LaGuardia loop, relatively flat with a few little bumpy parts to it, 12.6 kilometers. And then they finish off on the road race, which is the greatest London loop reverse, but only the first 6.9 kilometers. And I can imagine you can guess why that could be the case. And that would be largely down to the fact that it's all climbing from pretty much the start. So yeah, we've only got 2 categories for this one. So we've got an open category and the women's category. So no A, B, C's, D's. This is all open and female. So yeah, riders will get placed based on their scores for each stage. They'll get all added up at the end, and then hopefully we can then announce the winner from the 3 scores across all 3 races. The Corps Championship as well will be running concurrently, and that will be a case for the top 7 riders from each corps will then, for each race, will get their scores added to their core tally. And again, the highest core with all the points will win at the end. So yeah, that is the crack in a nutshell with what we got, 44 seconds to go. So yeah, it should be an interesting one tonight. This is also going to be the same format that's going to be followed for the UK Armed Forces Championship. So yeah, it's also good practice for the Army riders to get a feel for that kind of like hard efforts with a little bit of a break in between, and then going at it again 3 times. So yeah, currently we're watching Robin Craig, and I believe if I get my other screen up so I can see what it is. No, that's Robin Craig, and that's a streamer, not the right person. Let's go fan view. Nope, fan view again. Should be Charlotte. There we go. Off we go. Mass start for this one. Like I said, there's no draft involved. It's just all mass start. So hopefully no one should be getting any benefits of the draft. And everyone, but everyone's on a TT bike. So yeah, but we thought we'll give it a mass start rather than having individual time slots. Gives all riders a bit of a chance to push each other. But equally, we'll also give... yeah, that kind of carrot mentality, and yeah, let's see what happens really. So we'll work our way, find ourselves at the front for one of the groups anyway. He says, hopefully. So we've got Sci-Hal there on one screen. So let's go over and have a look. Then nope, it says a streamer. Of course it does, but it is indeed at least one of them. Just let me just sort some stuff out. Watching, move that. You don't want to get distracted by that. There we go. Wonderful. Right, back in. Hopefully, anyway, we're all there. So yeah, off we go. Like I said, it's going to be quite fast paced this first one, I reckon. Anyway, like I said, riders are going to be trying to get as much points as they can, and that hopefully then fatigues and that will not be within the legs. You can see though on, if we go to 2-1, so we've got, say, Simon Howe here amongst another load of Bs, and I call Bs as in their jerseys, the army infantry, the infantry lot, where the the yellow and black jersey to represent being in the infantry. And as you can see, there's quite a few of them there. So maybe some of them might be even helping each other out, giving themselves a pacer, someone to work with, and the likes of. But at the front, then, of course, I believe that is John Mead up the front. Oh no, actually at the front he's 10th. We go further up. Kev Fowler, Rob McEwen, and Stoneman up there as well, already pushing the pace quite hard there to start with. Sam Littlewood there as well, and Brett Campbell, already a few other riders and that. So a good strong start already by a lot of the riders. If we move over to, actually, we can look at some of the women riders we've got so far. So those that are in B category are the women riders. So we've got already, you've got Charlotte Glass, Emma Price there. We also got Angela Laycock riding along with Katie Vincent. I think that was who I saw. Yeah, about a second apart. But yeah, away we go. If, like I said, if you are watching, please come and say hello. Drop a message. Let me know if you are riding, if you're watching live and just sitting back, chilling, watching all the suffering. Let me know who you think is going to win this one. Any riders already that you've caught your eye? Also, what about the cause? Who do you reckon the cause are bringing, and who could actually pick up the win? Just give you an idea based off of the what's it called, the autumn series that we've just done. We have, if I bring up the results, autumn 25. So the series standings, just to give you an idea of a few of the winners and that from that. So we got the Royal Signals 1 with about 1,000 points in front of the Royal Engineers, and then Infantry 3rd. So that was the 1st, 2nd, 3rd for the series. If we look at a few of the winners and that, so from the points classification, which was the best 3 out of 6 races, so have that in the back of your mind when you're looking at these scores. But Angela Laycock took the win for the women with Rosie Coe and Ibby Neville 2nd and 3rd. In the men's A category at least, Kev Fowler, Dan Collins and Chris Lane. When we look down to the B's, we've got Russ Miller, Rob Ferguson and Dean Neville. In the C's was Jim Cousin, Ben Fasalia and Christopher Wheelhouse. And then D's was Ches Chester, John Bissett and Michael Ashchurch. So this gives you a bit of an idea anyway of the kind of the ones to look out for anyway. If I bring up the right screen again, boom, nope. And then we go back to commentating 2 of 1. So yeah, there we go. Although a very good start anyway with the riders and that. I say there will be people that will break off, find their matching riders. As we're looking at the Rob McEwen there, 2nd place currently, but we've got Kev Fowler, and they are riding both of the Royal Signals. Again, they are wearing this red and white jersey. So they are, again, potentially pacing each other. And then we've got about 5 seconds there to Chris Groves. And then Brett Campbell there. I believe Brett Campbell is also infantry. Jay Hopkins, G Jones, and our commentator for the autumn series there was Ray Garthy, who did a superb job stepping in for me while I was on exercise, providing commentary for the series. Much appreciated. And then he's just slightly ahead of Cy Howe there currently. All pushing out some really high watt numbers currently. 5 watts per kilo. Few there really up and down at the high ends of the numbers there. John Mead, Army Triathlon. Definitely a diesel engine in that tank there. And we got, I say, Russ Miller, again, another deputised for me with regards to the results and helping that kind of side of life while the series was running. Again, representing the infantry there, as you can tell, with his jersey. We'll just head back again. So we got Rosie Coe there, Helen Glees. Who else we've got? Let's see if we've got anyone else. Helen Glees, I think, looks like the top place woman currently we have. Let's see if I can get some live results come up on Swift Power while we're watching them. Go on, chat, jump in, say hello. Don't let me just be waffling on my own. So let's switch over to B. So yeah, Helen Glees currently on the old Swift Power is, hang on, just let me bring it up for you. Currently, yep. First with Rosie Coe and then Angela Laycock. Not much between them though, 53. So that's, what's that, 6 seconds and then a further second back from that. So very close there currently with the women. We move over to the men's. Sam Littlewood there with Kev Fowler matching him roughly. If while we're doing that, let's see if we can work our way up. There's Angela Laycock in the top of the screen. See if I go pip 2, that might help out. And sorry, I'm just doing obviously a lot of I'm doing all the whatchamacallits as well. So if you do find it a bit jumpy and moments of me not talking, that's just because I'm trying to get the direction going as well. So yeah, there we go. Sam Littlewood there, still leading just by 3 seconds to Kev Fowler. The Robert Ewan then a further, what's that, 7 seconds back. And then Chris Groves. So all looking well at the moment. Here we go. Now, results. There we go. So yeah, all steady. Like I say, TT individual time trials aren't exactly the most sexiest, but it is a necessity of this format to run through with this. This will give legs, some riders some tired legs, that is for sure. We're talking, was it 13 kilometers roughly? So 13 kilometers. So what we are at 6.5 so far. So a lot of people are already kind of over nearly at the halfway mark. Actually, in fact, they will be at the halfway mark. So some of these riders will be done fairly quickly. Now, we did try and make it as obviously so that it was accessible to everyone, and there wasn't like the fear of not completing the stage within 30 minutes. That is obviously when the next one starts. So we do try and make sure that we can at least try and get these riders into the all the riders a chance to finish at least anyway. So some riders might finish quite soon. We may find that the top end riders will get to the finish a lot sooner, and that's okay. And then hopefully though that will give other riders as well a chance to finish as well. Giving everyone a good chance to score for their cause and for themselves as well. Yeah. So far, all going pretty well, all steady away. So, like I said, Sam Littlewood still bossing it there with roughly 6 seconds. So slowly just pulling away. Again, Army Triathlon, I believe Sam Littlewood is. So probably is part of his forte is this kind of, this churning, this steady power. So yeah, it's probably expected from Sam for sure. What one are we on now? So we got Charlotte Glass there. We're watching on the screen. Let me switch over to the other group as well. We have Phil Cox, another regular in the Army Cycling eRacing series, and also does race a lot for the does race a lot as well for the eRacing team as well that we have. A good segue actually to do a bit of plugging. If anyone wants to take part in the with Army Cycling's eRacing team that do the community races predominantly on a Tuesday night at the moment, by all means drop a comment, leave us a shout, get in touch, and we'll help you. We'll help you get all set up so that you can join in with that fun. Yeah. But steady away. This course though is relatively flat. They're going to be coming up with the front riders anyway. Should be coming up shortly to the descent of this course. Working my way to the front just to find me the rider. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, at the moment, if I push on to screen 2, we've got Sam there just scrolling, just coming down to down the descent at the moment. So yeah, there we go. He's now probably having still doing quite a hefty bit, 182 beats per minute. So he's definitely probably zoned up in the high zones there. I mean, obviously one of the positives, as well as scoring well, finishing soon, you mean you do have a longer break. But yeah. Still, everyone is doing superbly though, of course. Sam is almost at the point now where he's the descent. It's only got 2 kilometers to go, already kind of at nearly at the 15-minute mark with 2k to go. So he really is riding well. I mean, he's still doing 5 watts per kilo, where you've got Kev Fowler that's well, actually, I was going to say was doing less than that, but he is still pushing out quite some heavy watts as well. So yeah, I'm sorry if you can hear anything in the background. Right, so yeah, there we go. We got on the screen, we have got Stoneman down, heading down. Back to Ray there. Doing all right, 13th so far. So the way the points are structured as well, so first place will get 100 points, second will get 95, third will get 90, and then it will be 89, 88, 87, so on and so on. So that's how we're kind of scoring it as well. So for the top 2 places at least get a weightier score. And as you can see from the map as well, riders are starting to get spread out now. Without that draft to hide in, you know, it does. You know, it is all about the rider. This, you know, it is. It's not so much about the Swift craft. It's more a rider's ability. This first stage, at least, anyway. So good. That's why we kind of use it as well. It gets the legs working. Everyone's working to their ability, to their max, or not their max, but at least to their where they are comfortable with. And got Sam there just coming through now, actually doing 13 kilometers. I probably won't be able to catch when he's through the banner because, yeah, there we go. He's through it now. Now I just need to go back onto the other screen for now. This is the tricky part, trying to... No, wrong again. That one. So many different buttons in front of me. There we go. So we got Craig at the moment. Again, Robin Craig. Oh, meanwhile, on the other screen, if we... Working the way down. So Robin's coming to close to the end as well on there. We move down, Helen Glees. She was leading, wasn't she, with the women? Is she still there at the moment? Yeah, she looks like she's the lead woman at the moment, with actually Angela Laycock just with her as well, actually. So actually, this would be an interesting watch to have for sure for the finish, to see who picks up that first place spot for the first event. And it looks like we've got that one. Let's see, so they've caught John Grimsdale as well. John's actually racing tomorrow night on a pretty hilly and lumpy finish course. So he's going to have some tired legs tomorrow night, that's for sure. But yeah, so we got, let's actually keep with these, because you see them, they're like rolling past each other. Helen's was there, now it's Angela. She's putting there's the flames coming, flames are up, flames are up. Angela's finishing strong. Whilst Helen seems to have been taking it slightly easy, and it looks like there Angela is going to pick the first win there for the women. Unless Helen has dropped off and is, yeah, there we go. It's the first kind of race, well, at least for the women, done. Let's go back. Let's see what else we can find. No, we're going the wrong way now. Let's see what else we can find. A few riders still. We've got about 10 minutes to go until the stage finishes. 11.7 kilometers there for Emma Price. Charlotte Glass, same again, 11.5. And who else we got? M Sutton, 3 kilometers to go. So hopefully he makes it in time. We did try and time this as best we could. I think I rode around about a 2 watts per kilo marker and came in just after 25 minutes. So hopefully, all the riders can get through this stage and finish. Yeah, we're getting the riders coming through though quite nicely. What are we on here? We're on that one. So this one is hopefully not that one. So hang on, let me just switch over to you. Let's see. I've got to try and jump into the events now while still riding. Crit race, join event. Fingers crossed. That should jump me into the event. No. All right. Okay. Sorry. I'm just trying to do some technical stuff whilst commentating. So just bear with me. Come on, join event. It's not letting me do it. Yep. Okay. That one is changing worlds. Good. Hopefully. Hopefully that will put me in. Looks like we are going to be in at least on one of my versions of the game. So yeah, if you are racing or you have raced that first one, let me know how you got on. By all means. We've got M Sutton there. what have we got? About 1.5 Ks to go for him. So good stuff all round, I think, so far. Riders are at least finishing this, so that's a good tick in the box. So we've got Emma Price. Looks like she's just finished hers. Martin Cochrane just coming in, 400 meters to go. And I think most of the riders should be coming across the line then. Looks like it anyway, hopefully. Whilst we're doing that. So let's see how we... Nope, wrong person. Good. So we're going to switch over. I'm talking to myself while I'm doing this, but yeah. There we go. We're in there. While we're doing that, we'll go me. Right, yep. Oh, we got I hate ITTs. Hey, Ray, you did all right there. I didn't catch where you finished, mate, but you did. I know you was just in the top 20, top 15 to start with. Where were you, Ray? You 13th, looks like. This provisional results, anyway. Okay, good. Right, fan view. We... hopefully. How are we feeling for the second race, Ray? How are you feeling? Strong? Find who we got in the pen, possibly already. Right, just give me a moment, team. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the direction sorted for the next race. Should be starting in the next 5 minutes. We've got, where are we? 8, 4, 5. Nope. Hopefully, I have not got... No, not yet. There we go. I'm interested in some riders are sat on the sidelines, but hopefully there won't be an issue soon. Women's do start. Yep. The women's does start 5 minutes after the men, so women actually get an extra 5 more minutes to go to race with. So hopefully, right, okay, cool. So we've got someone in the women's and got someone in the men's as well. So That's good. Hopefully that should be fine. What's this? Tom Chanel. Loads not in pen. The new world, but not on the start line. Hopefully, it should be. I've got 70 up on that. Might be something else. I have to restart Swift too. I don't know. It looks like some riders might be having technical issues getting into the pen. I don't know how that's happened. All right, you're in now. Good, Tom. Sorry, Tom. Yeah, sometimes, I don't know, you may need to restart Swift. Hopefully that's... I don't know if that's because, like, I don't know. It might be that if they're not updated versions, there's et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There could be many reasons why this is... People are having issues, but hopefully we should be starting at least the men's one very shortly. Right, there we go. So yeah, cool. Thought it was going to end up as mixed. Yeah, no, there should be a delay between the men's and the women. So fingers crossed that is staying the same. It was only the first race that was going to be everyone together at the same time, and then it was going to be split down into the men and women categories for the rest of it. The women will still get scored in their own category anyway, because there was no drafting in the last race, so it shouldn't make too much of an impact. But hopefully that should be all good to go, he says. Let's see if I can get the results up anyway. Or results are in for the men's already, or for most people it looks like. If I go pip, hopefully I don't know which one it is. But anyway, right. So what we got? A minute to go. So Sam Littlewood, Kev Fowler, Rob McEwen, Simon Howell, Chris Groves, George Jones, Stephen Ski, Johnny Skimpkins, Will Stoneman, and James Parks makes up the top 10. And then in the women's, we had Angela Laycott, Helen Glees, Rosie Coe, Lauren Clark, Katie Vinson, Emma Price, and Charlotte Glass making up the rest of it. So yeah, that looks like where we're at anyway with the races. I'm going to try do something. Hopefully if I do that, you've kind of lost it for a second. So I'm going to do this. Pip, pip, pip. Hopefully this won't crash anything. And then I'll bring up her again. So we've got someone that started off. Men's have gone. And I'm watching the wrong people. Let's go. There we go. We're in. Hopefully. Let's go 2. No. 1. There we go. We're in. Strong start already there by a lot of the riders. There was one that I've just seen shooting down the road there. Who we got? Phil Cox has gone crazy early. And then we've gone straight back to... I don't know why I did that. But we're back again. Actually, Phil Cox is now there. So Phil Cox, so just seeing him working his way back there now. So there we go. We're in, hopefully. And hopefully... I'm going to bring a gizmo to watch Swift soon. What that means. I think he will like the music. So there you go, Sam Littlewood there. So winner of the first race. And if I missed the women, come on. Oh, there we go. Good. Right, so yeah, men are off. Up the first kind of little climb. So this is that kind of lumpy part of the course anyway they're coming to. is normally what they start with. And then they'll head straight down. And they're just about to start their first lap. Women are off now. So just moving over, women are off. Lauren Clark there leading the way. So we go, both are off. Both are off. So yeah, if you're again in stream, if you are watching live, let us know how you're doing. How the legs feeling? You probably can't type or say anything right now, but by all means, jump in later on. Let us know how you're doing. Simon Howard going off the front. So that descent is quite a an ideal descent to have for sure. It if you can punch over and carry that speed over, you can definitely string the field out, which it looks like that's what Simon Howard is doing. And you can see there from the back there, the riders are already starting to kind of string out a little bit. But that is a bold start there. But it looks like, though, that the infantry, anyway, are going to up here. They're probably going to... The infantry are very good at running tactics. You know, a lot of these are seasoned swifters. They know how to... yeah, they know how to just say play the game. Yeah, it's a game, so they do know how to play it. And there's a good chance that these guys will be trying to run some tactics. They'll probably want to be taking that belt away from the Royal Signals, so they'll probably be doing their best to try and do something. And it looks like that's kind of what's going on at the moment. There we go. So we'll just move over to the women anyway. They're going up the climb the first time. As you can see there, you've got the sprint banner coming up. That also signifies the start of the lap and the finish of the lap. So, yep, we've already got a kind of little bit of a break there with Rose Coe, Lauren Clark, look like Angela Laycott there. And Katie Vincent's just dropping off with Helen Glees 2 seconds back. See what happens here. The riders may decide to catch in and stuff like that. Sorry about this. So Rose Coe, anyway, she's at the front at the moment. There we go. Lauren Clark and Angela Laycott. Chris Groves, we're watching there. So we've got a nice little healthy pack of the men. So we move over to the men's side. Okay. Coming up to the climb again. So they've only got to do this another 4 more times. We've already got this kind of selection of the group. There's about 11 seconds there between the rest of them. So we've got Tom Dobson there at the back of that, 11 seconds. But this looks like this is the selection right now of the main riders. Few riders putting out some orange numbers, and then they carry the speed over. The chances are now that at this point they're going to be just taking it nice and steady. Maybe someone might choose the second to last lap to do something, or some people might just leave it right until the start of the last lap and then start really pushing the pals down and then attacking like mad. So that's what it looks like from the men's anyway. It's a nice healthy pack. We've got what Chris Stewart I just saw there was just chopping on. Just clicked on the wrong person now. We go 19 seconds. So I was saying we are that Dan Davey I can see in that group as well. That's good. Dan Davey, C category rider, and I only mention him because I'm riding with him tomorrow. But there you go. So around about 28 riders there. All kind of so nice pack at the moment. But I can imagine as the repetitions up and down the climbs, it will start getting time for the riders for sure. We move over to the women's category though. and you've got, yeah, so we've got the groups kind of come back now. So didn't catch it, unfortunately, but we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7 riders there all together, which is great. So yeah, Charlotte Glass, Angela Laycock, so they're all back together again. So I'm not sure if the what happened at the back there. Some of the riders may have worked hard together to try and bridge that gap, or some of the ladies may have taken it slightly easier going up once they were on the flat again after that kind of dig over the climb. And that might be what they're doing. They may be just resting over on that climb, waiting for their opportunity. Save the matches while the other guys having to work harder, or the other riders to work harder, catch back on, only then just to repeat it again on the next climb. So it should be interesting to see what the women do decide to do on this time around, if they decide, if they attack hard again. So yeah, if I was definitely those that were maybe struggling a bit, I would be definitely just surfing the wheels at this point, trying to save the matches as well, in preparation for what's coming up next. But let's see what it brings. So we've got Rose Coe again at the front. She's already started to push 7.6 watts per kilo, 5.9. So she's already trying to bridge a gap before the climb even starts. See if any of the other riders are doing anything about it. And 4.4 watts from Lauren Clark. So yeah, they're definitely not letting her get away. And yeah, there they go. Past her go. So now what Rose Coe needs to make sure she doesn't do is ease off completely and loses that speed that's maybe carrying it over as well. So yeah, up we go. There's a few riders up front. I'm not sure if that is other riders. It's interesting because I'm not expecting everyone to be able to view each other. It should be individual pens. And I apologise if that hasn't transpired like that. But we've got them now coming down. Starting their lap. It could well be. Apologies if I'm seeing distracted right now. I'm just seeing what the situation is regarding the pens. Because I'm pretty sure the men shouldn't be seeing the women and vice versa, but I could be wrong. And I do apologise if that is exactly what's transpired. Hopefully not, though. On the map it does look like it because they've got the green icons and they can see the other riders there. Okay, a little bit of an error on the setup of the race, unfortunately. That definitely wasn't the intention of this series, so hopefully, though, it won't impact the race too hard. It looks like the women are passing these group, at least anyway. So yeah, as the men are indeed coming down already on the second pass or the third pass. Apologies there in the stream, and if you are riding, yeah, it does seem like everyone can see everyone, which wasn't the intention initially. It was all meant to be private pens. So yeah, I do apologise. I hope that it doesn't impact the race too hard, and that at least when the men catch up, hopefully they should just speed by and that. But yeah, again, apologies. I can imagine it's going to be the same for the climbing course, but again, that one's climbing, so the draft isn't so much of an issue for that one. But there we go. It is what it is. Well, I'm sure next time round we do stress that, but yeah, it's a tricky business to try and get this right sometimes, especially something that's a little bit more niche than what we normally do, which is normally just do one race per evening. But with these 3 back-to-back, there is always a chance that we get something wrong in the admin side of life. There we go. So we got the men anyway. They are, what are they? 7.9 kilometers in on their race, which was about, if I bring up my little thingamabob, it should be 4 laps at 12.6 kilometers. So we got the men at 8.2, so they're already halfway round. 11 minutes gone, so at least the main group of men should be probably in around 22 minutes to get this one done. And then we've got This group of women is still, so we've got 3-4 seconds. If I go over to the women's side, then we've got 3 seconds there between 4th place and then Helen Glees there. It looks like they're climbing back on again like they did the last time. Or trying to bring it back a little bit later this time, but we'll see. Looks like with the Helen Glees group, we've got the other couple of riders there, Emma Price, Charlotte Glass. They are probably being quite sensible, just using Helen's will to bring them back. And it looks like Helen is just going to get there just in time for the climb. That's probably what she wants to try and do. She's definitely matching the speed or even going fast, and you can see there that actually 1 second now. And it really is sensible riding here from Charlotte and and Emma for sure. At least trying to save their matches, because this climb is about to go live again for the women. Let's see if Helen can bring it back and close in as we go up and over. The men are going to be starting their final lap now. So Helen's 4.3 watts per kilo, but the women at front, they're matching at least watts per kilo, probably matching the speed as well, 25, 24, yeah. But Helen is closing in, at least onto Katie. Meanwhile, things are lightening up over the men's. As suspected, final lap started. So the men are now really starting to push the watts now and fly over. We've already got some crazy numbers there. Simon Howe at the front, 6.9. They're just passing the women now. And then we've got a selection of riders there. Phil Cox, still sticking with this group. Rob McEwen. Who else we got? So yeah, a lot of the men are just coming by now. Look at the front. So yeah, getting very interesting now. What we're going to do is going to stick onto the men's race now as we're coming into that final lap. What's that? Sam Littlewood? No, Neil Sullivan. Oh no, gone too far. Chris Groves. Kev Fowler. Littlewood, winner of the first race or the first TT. I do apologize again for the mess up with the race. I wasn't expecting everyone to be in the same pen. I'm a bit disappointed that's happened, and I do apologize. As we're going into the final kind of part anyway. Of this race. So we're going to have another left bend coming up. Sam Littlewood is now putting his Army Tri-Power down. Pushing some big watts. Let's see if anyone's going to respond. Anyone from the other team's going to respond, do anything about it. Sacrifice any sacrificial lambs there that are going to try and bridge over. Close the attack, because it's 1 second at the moment, so he's still he's comfortable at the moment. Can he maintain this going up the hill or going up the little climb before the finish? We have to see. It is now 2 seconds though. We've got George Jones there, Ray McCarthy, Jay Simpkins. So a few more riders there. Ray is just dropping back though. Is he just being sensible? Probably most likely sitting in, saving some of the watts, ready for the what's going to be a disgusting attack. And you can see there it's stringing out. So the riders are really pushing hard now, really working hard right now. But what's it going to be? Sam is now 4 seconds. Did I see that right? 4 seconds. Sam Littlewood, 4 seconds. He's coming up to the climb now. What we got? 8.48 watts per kilo. Tom Chanel there. What's he going to do? George Jones coming over. Rob McGowan coming over right now. There we go. Rob McGowan, George Jones, they really are pushing it. But is it too late now? Has Sam done what he needs to do? It looks like he has. Is this going to be for the rest of those 3 seconds, though? 3 seconds. I'm really trying to keep on to him. Simon Howell there coming over. They've got to use that downhill. Can they close him in? No, that looks like Sam Littlewood. They're in for first place again. And then possibly Sam Howell there, maybe for second. What a finish there again by Mr. Littlewood. Really bossing it there. So we're going to move over to the women's race anyway. We should be bringing that for the women. We've got Angela Laycock. So they are about to start their final lap. Now, unfortunately, we have broken up a bit. And Lauren Clark. So it is now Rosie Coe versus Angela Laycock. She won the first race as well. Angela did. So we'll see what Rosie can do just to try and maybe chip away. They may be playing games now. They may decide to just sit on each other's or like take it easy. And yeah, make the most of the 14 seconds they've got. We'll see what's going to happen here. So Rose Coe, Angela Laycock, Lauren Clark, 15 seconds back. Looks like it's going to finish with where we are. It's going to be a race between these two. So they're on the back end of the course now. Welcome, Ray. Welcome. Good race though. You hate me that much. You've said it twice. Good race, everyone, from yourself, Ray, and everyone that did that one. There we go. We have Angela Laycock there. Let's put some watts down. Right, pushing past. Unsure of the riders they're passing are just riders chilling. Next time, definitely gonna make sure that isn't a thing. But there you go. So Rose has now gone over. She's pushing on. Angela Laycock's returned. Taking it easy. 1.8 watts per kilo. So here we go. Coming up to that part now of the course. And sprint off to the left. Long to go. Rosie pushing on. Angela's still there. 5.6 watts per kilo. That flame sock showing that she's doing it. There we go. Another burst of watts there from Angela. The Rose is kept on steady. 4.9, 5.5. She's kept steady at the power the whole time. Angela's just easing off slightly. I think just sitting back in that draft while Rose is doing the work. Now this is where we're going to get it becoming very interesting now. See what these women are going to do. So up we go, climb we go. Angela's putting in 5.5 watts per kilo. What's Rose doing in response? Nothing much at the moment. 4.2. Free Rose is sitting on Angela. Is keep pushing on the power. She did the burst of energy at the bottom, which probably just carried that speed. Angela now 6.9. Rose has responded 5.9 watts per kilo, but I think Angela's just got the speed right now. What we're talking about, 181 beats per minute, 34 kilometers an hour with Rose there. 1 second though, it's not over. She could probably, if she can find a little bit more on that tank, get on that wheel. She's still got a chance here. She's still got a chance. And just not letting her try and do it, though. There is a chance. Oh, very close. Well done. Very close indeed. Very close. Right. So I am in the Greatest London Loop. I don't see any riders with me at the moment. Should I be worried? Quite possibly. See if I can... Right, good stuff, good stuff. Well, I'm just trying to sort out, again, the direction, see if I can fan view anyone, which I can't, which is not handy at all. Right, let's go to... Got Charlotte Glass there. Just bringing it over while we try and see what I can do. Nope, wrong one. There we go, there we go. We are. So that's 2 races down though. 2 races down. Let's go 3. Results are in. So what we can do, we will bring up Pip. So Sam Littlewood with Simon Howe 2nd and Chris Lane in 3rd. Rob McGeown in 4th. Johnny Simpkins in 5th. Jules Jones in 6th. Kev Fowler 7th. Ray McGarvey in 8th. Russ Miller in 9th. And Rob Ferguson in 10th. I'll try and find some riders to view. And I don't know why I can't find any. Right, just give me a moment, team, while I try and figure out why I can't view anyone right now. It may be that I've got to wait until the race starts, but I'm hoping not, because at the moment no one's in this pen of mine. Well, we'll see. Bit worrying that I can't see anyone at the moment. Well, hopefully, as soon as the race starts, I can start viewing someone. So we will wait until that race starts, and then we will switch over. At the moment, quiet at the moment, but like I said, fingers crossed, once the race starts, I'll be able to view people. So yeah, if you had race though, let me know how you're doing. How are you feeling so far? Are you ready for this final humdinger of a course? Where we're talking, if we bring up... So Greatest London Loop Reverse. Now as you can follow the nice little graphic, you will see that it's going to stop. Well, it won't stop, but it stops right about at the top of Keith Hill. So that is pretty much it. It is purely just all about climbing. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Let's see if this works. No, it's not letting me view anyone, which is annoying. Well, fingers crossed, anyway, that it will all work out. I'm sure once the race starts, I'll be able to view what I need to view. Here we go. So far, though, good racing by everyone. What I'm going to do is minimize that. Might just lose a screen for a moment. So yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to just check through the results, doing some of the magic to try and get the results on at the moment. So because I'm doing the direction and everything as well, it's a lot of me looking at screens and I can't look and talk at the same time. I am a bloke after all. What's happened there? I may have just timed out, that's all. Okay, we'll just have to do the results, unfortunately, later on, but I'm sure everyone will be happy and waiting. Yeah, definitely unusual. It tells me people are in pens, but I can't see anyone. So fingers crossed, once this race starts. I should be able to fan view it, fingers crossed. Hopefully everyone is kind of enjoying the stream, less of the screams. Whilst I am just trying to manage this. Like I said, please drop in, say hello. Ray and Tom, glad you've jumped in and said something. Let us know how you're doing. And 26 seconds. So hopefully as soon as that is done. Did I just do it? I've just done it. I'm in. It's only gone and done it. Just in time. 30 seconds to go. There we go. Off we go. And these all started at the same time as well. Not what I wanted to happen. Oh dear. Okay. Unfortunately, it is what it is. They were meant to all start at separate times because the women would have had less of a break. Apologies. Let's get ourselves to the front of the race anyway. Oh, hold on. Where's my mouse? There she is. Right, do that for now. There we go. Good. So Sam Littlewood currently looks like our rider to beat. Will Stoneman is definitely using the descent to try and get some speed and get away. Racing now, yep. Cheers, Tom. Thank you. Meanwhile, we've got the group behind as well. So, Will, though, at the front, disappeared. So here we go. Climb is about to start now with Will taking the lead up the climb. 7 watts per kilo, starting really strong up this climb. I'll give him that. Brett Campbell, though. Chris Lane, there's a few groups, and there he is, Mr. Littlewood, Sam Littlewood himself, already pushing the watts. And looks like Will is going to be swallowed up soon, but we have got the steepest part of the climb coming up shortly. It would be good if I actually had the right screen on while I'm talking. And yeah, it looks like Will's there has been swallowed up there by Rob McEwen. Sam Littlewood there, just sat on his Will. Toughest part's coming up in a moment, though. I want to say this is only, but obviously that would be taking the mix slightly, wouldn't it? By saying, oh, this is only. This is the shortest of the courses, but we're talking 6.9 kilometres, which they've already done 2.6 of that. So already kind of done a large graft of it already. But the hardest is yet to come still for these riders. As you can see there, for some reason my computer keeps deciding to kick itself off for this race. There you go. Will. Oh, did Will have a technical there? Did I just see a technical from Will? And is that why he's dropped back? It's still there, no. Will is still, Mr. Stoneman, still putting in the effort. And this part of the course already. Oh, that is not breaking me at all. That keep doing that. So Sam Littlewood, though, is closing in on him. What we're talking, 177, 176, 186 beats per minute. He must be tasting metal right now. So we get this first part of the course, though, where it goes. We climb up and over. And then we have a little descent, only just to then go back into it again. So the riders won't have too much of a respite, but there is a rest anyway. As you can see already, the course itself has already spread itself out. The riders and that already spreading over what is a challenging course, that's for sure. One hell of a start anyway, isn't it? Straight up that climb, 3.5 kilometres in, and they've already done a huge climb there. And what we've got, 6.9. But Will is still working hard. And it's still really putting a graft in. Making 3 seconds up there. $572 watts per kilo. And in a minute, yep. There we go. back on it. Pushing hard. We're just watching Laura Clark. And then Angel Aycock, who has brought it back. And then Helen Glees shortly behind as well. They're just getting to that top part of the course. 9 seconds. Looking really good there. Looking really strong for both Laura, sorry, and Angela. Meanwhile, at the front, where are we? Getting through the trees, and we have got Will Stoneman still now 10 seconds. Now I need to have a look through some of the results to see where he has placed. So just bear with me while I go back through some of the results, just to try and get an idea. 8-3. So how did Mr. Stoneman do on race 1? Oh, I don't know. I can't see him now. Did he miss race 1? Or race 2? I'm pretty sure I saw him in race 1. Can't see him in the results there. Everyone. Yeah, it's not in race 2. I don't know why that is. It was in race 1, finished 9th. Can't see him in race 2, unfortunately. So maybe that is why his legs are feeling a little bit fresher. Unsure of what happened there. But Sam Littlewood, though, best of the rest. 6 seconds off Kev Fowler and Sire Howe. Laura Clark. Laura Clark. Go on, smash it. We've got some words of encouragement there from the other riders. Kay Hagelberg with Angela Laycott there, Ben Pasela in amongst them. And then Matty Davis as well. Tom Chanel. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name, Tom. As we go up the order. Ross Miller. And so Ray McCarthy there with Chris Groves. Rob McEwen, John Mead there. The other riders just taking over iRaining. Teddy Haslam. He was, I remember him from the Monday Miniature Madness. But there is a big old gap now, 5.1. And if we push our way to the front of the group, where we've got back through the trees with Will. What's he coming up to? 5.5. So with about 1k and a bit to go, 1.5k's to go. Meanwhile, these guys are churning and churning away. Good. Switch back over. I'll just find some other riders. Lauren Clark there. Helen Glees has caught up with she was about, was it 10 seconds, Helen was, to start, to start with. We move back over. Oh, no. Angela there, just sticking with Helen, still 16 seconds off. So second place in race 1. I think she finished 3rd or 4th in race 2 for the women. There we go, 4.9. So we got a few more Ks still to go for the for a lot of these riders. So Will is about 700 meters away from the finish. 600 now to go. This is the worst part of the course done with. We'll now just be on the flat part. Oh, what a view. I'll have that one. Back to me again. We'll just catch Will coming over the line. Where are you? There you are. Finish line just in sight, and just really to flex how well he was feeling. Oh yeah, good shout there actually, Stevie D. It is Emma Price's birthday today. We can find Emma. We'll wish her a happy birthday, shall we? Here she is, Emma. Happy birthday to you. Hang on, wrong camera. Let's get back onto the right one, shall we? There you go. Happy birthday to you, Emma. Hopefully you're enjoying your birthday. What a lovely way to celebrate it, eh? And you definitely earned yourself some birthday cake as well. So yeah, birthday to Emma. We'll just keep to this one now, because the other one is really frustrating with how it keeps just jumping about on and off. So we'll just work our way through the front of the group. Helen there, Angela, Robin Craig, Mike Latchin, Rob Ferguson, John Mead. A few of them are just coming up to the finish line now. Kev Fowler, it looks like he's coming in 3rd, it looks like. Well done. It's Chris Lane with Cy Howe coming in for 4th and 5th. Are they going to sprint it out for the finish? I can't remember which who Chris is representing. It looks like Cy is going to try and... Oh no, Chris has pushed it. Some orange numbers, 10.3, 8 watts per kilo from Cy, but I don't think it's enough for Cy. There you go. Jay Simpkins, Teddy Haslam, G Jones with Ski. Brett Campbell there. John coming across for 11th. Raining in there. Not sure if he is artillery or if he just likes to wear the bike and beer one, but that normally is the artillery jersey. Chris Grooves with Rob McGowan. Rob there. Every bit helps for sure. So for the course standings, this could make a difference here. We've got infantry versus signals. We know that they are quite heavy in the field. This could definitely make a difference, but there you go. Ray McCarthy. going through for a commendable 15th spot. I'm not sure if Ray was streaming tonight, but if he is, and by all means go and check out his channel, Tactical Watts. No doubt, even if he hasn't done a live one, he'll probably do a recap of this event. With the horns, Rob Furr coming in, the infantry as well. M. Hurst, I believe, Remy. It looks like that is as well from the jersey. Add 80. Artillery coming through. It looks like our Blizzard engineer with Russ Miller. That could be also a crucial position. Add as up the watts, and then Russ is returned. It really is working to try and keep past him. Again, could make all the difference here. This positioning, and looks like I'd got him now. Our Blizzard, Dan Metcalf, raw signals. We've got Phil Cox coming through. Not streaming tonight, mate. Wasn't even sure I was going to race. Made a like. Cool. Oh well, you've done. Look like you've got some points for the infantry, mate. Anyway, good stuff. Mike coming through as well there. So Phil just coming through the line. Mike coming across. Matty Norton. Michael Norton. Matty. He's racing tomorrow night as well. Robin Craig, engineers. Tom Chanel. Looking through 18 minutes, so that's all really good, commendable times, this. I think it took me 25 minutes. When I wrecked this route, Matty Davies for the tankies. Ben Sailor for signals. Is this Angela? Angela's coming through now. That is 3 wins for Angela for this event, which probably almost cements the win. Also being engineers as well. That's good points for the engineers. Both the men and the women score the same. So that is good points for the engineers as well. That definitely will help them in their challenge for the top spot. Jay Parks coming through, another infantier. Bloomfield, another infantier. They're just everywhere, aren't they? Hagelberg. Who's this one? Backhouse. Ellen Glee's coming through. Just shy of the 20-minute mark. I want to apologise again to the women. Sorry that your race got mixed in with the men's. Ron Clark coming through. I believe RLC. Dan Davey, artillery. Matt Whisker, the engineers there. All these riders are really coming across at a commendable time. Rye Ridley. There you go. I'm pretty sure for on the race 1, Rye was asking how long, what happens if you didn't finish a race. Well, you managed to complete them all within the 30 minutes, mate. So well done to you, mate. We've got Old Man Evo coming through. Sean, Rosie Co, signals. Matty Mason. Looks like he's banging some tunes on while he's riding. Good stuff, mate. John Grimsdale, probably swearing at me right now. He's got another climb to do tomorrow on the on the Swift Racing League. S. Linham, look at their riders. And Tom Dobson as well, actually, another rider that's racing tomorrow night. All these riders smashing it out of the park, that is for sure. Really good work there. Kate Vincent there coming through as well. All these riders really smashed it tonight, especially on this final course with the cheeky old climbs. Seeing hopefully maybe for some results or some. His team. I'm just trying to look at some of the results while this is all happening. But yeah, all in all though, very good race from everyone as we work our way through. Down the back there, Paul Wright. Hopefully Matty Hurst hasn't had a shock of a race. No price there. We'll keep with the birthday girl, shall we, for the finish? I mean,
It's just coming down.
so yeah, I say Emma's just getting over to the last kind of the brow of the hill. And then, yeah. So all in all, though, really good race from everyone tonight. Really good. Well, let's get back on to... Have a look at the provisional results while we're there. Just bear with me a second. Where are we? Where are we? There we go. Back in. Right. So first race there, yeah, Will Stoneman taking the win for that race. Unfortunately, though, he did miss out, I believe, on race 2. So we'll have to look and see if that affects things. Sam Littlewood, they're coming in second with Kev Fowler in third. Chris Lane fourth. Cy Howe fifth. Johnny Simpkins in sixth. Teddy Haslam in seventh. George Jones in eighth. Guy in ninth. And Brett Campbell in 10th. The women's then, yep, so Angela Laycock first, Helen second, and Laura Clark in third. Right, guys. Anyway, what we're gonna do then is call it there a night with the stream. With your little dramas back here, but yeah, great race, everyone. Well done. What a ride everyone's put in on that series. Apologies again for a few admin errors and problems. Hopefully, results should be sorted soon. Once we get the provisional results will be on Swift Power anyway, but once we get the main results through, we'll get an announcement out there and letting everyone know who the winners are. But yep, great racing from everyone once again. And I will catch you all very, very soon for the Winter Series that will be starting in February. So yep, have a good evening. And if I don't speak to you or catch you at any point, have a great Christmas. And yeah, I'll see you all again very soon. Good night. Bye-bye.